When I was growing up, the only things that I knew about menopause was that I expected that I would have night sweats, hot flashes, and then at some point my cycle would stop. So I was not prepared for all of the symptoms that I have been experiencing in perimenopause. As a mom of 4 daughters, I want to put this information out there so that they, as well as all of you, will be more prepared for what to expect when perimenopause happens. Now, perimenopause affects every woman differently, and so I can only speak from my personal experience, but I figure if I am going to speak on it, then I'm going to speak on it. So let's talk about it. Okay, y'all, so one of the things that I have experienced during perimenopause has been an increase in body odor. Probably about 2 or 3 years ago, I just started noticing that my body odor was just stronger. I started to sweat a little bit more and it started to bother me a lot. So I've done some research, guys, to just try to understand what was going on with my body. Body odor is a symptom of perimenopause. I want to tell you what I learned about it and then some of the things that I have done to address this issue and to make sure that I am always smelling fresh and clean all the time. So listen, let's just start off with talking about the why. Why do we experience more body odor with perimenopause? Well, for one thing, the change in hormones, it changes our sense of smell. We're more sensitive to smells. I've noticed that not only have my smells changed, my sense of smell changed, but also my taste buds have changed. Sometimes food can just taste really bland to me. Even if it's seasoned, it has salt in it and spices, it is just really bland to me. But I know that the hormonal shifts in perimenopause lead us to be more sensitive to smell. Okay, and also a very known symptom of perimenopause or menopause is night sweats and hot flashes, right? They bring more sweat. And when that sweat interacts with bacteria, we have an increase in body odor. Body odor is caused by sort of that intersection of the interaction of sweat and bacteria. And because we sweat more during perimenopause, we will be more prone to body odors, right? Also, guys, our bodies just always produce small levels of testosterone from our ovaries, right? That's just always been the case. And when we have higher levels of estrogen, it helps to balance out the testosterone, right? But when we're in perimenopause, the lower levels of estrogen really contribute to a higher ratio of testosterone. Essentially, the increase in testosterone, it attracts more bacteria, which causes us to be funkier. That's just what it is. And I noticed not just that I felt like I had more body odor, but guys, it smelled funkier. Like I was starting to smell like a dude. And I'm like, what is going on with this? Like I could not wrap my head around it, but guys, that's what it is. Not that our bodies are making more testosterone, but we're making less estrogen. So the balance, the ratio is off. Okay, guys, so that's kind of the science. That's kind of the why behind why body odor is so much stronger during perimenopause. It is nothing to be embarrassed about. You know, we have to have open discussions about this so that we can know how to deal with it. And so by me educating myself, I have learned a lot about how to counteract this very unpleasant symptom to where I am smelling wonderful all day long. Okay, so let's just start with the obvious things, guys. You have to just bathe regularly. If you are accustomed to taking a bath, once a day, you got to bathe more regularly. That's just important. I mean, that's just a basic thing that absolutely helps. Also, I have found that using an antibacterial soap just helps to keep me fresher longer. Because body odor is caused by bacteria. If you use an antibacterial soap and really get rid of the bacteria that's on your skin, it is going to help you to stay fresher longer. Now, I do take 2, sometimes 3 showers a day. I don't use antibacterial soap every time that I shower. Definitely at the end of the night for sure, and sometimes in the morning, but not every time, because it can certainly dry your skin out. But you know what? I am okay with my skin being a little bit drier. I can moisturize, I can do things to help with dryness, but I have found that incorporating an antibacterial soap into my shower routine does wonders for me being able to manage and control body odor. Also, guys, using deodorant is very important. And really, I'm talking about an antiperspirant deodorant. Antiperspirants serve to decrease the acidity in the skin, which helps to deter bacteria, right? So a good antiperspirant, guys, will do wonders in terms of controlling odor. And there are so many out there on the market. You have to try them until you figure out which one works best for you. Also, there are medical grade antiperspirants, but like your doctor can write you a prescription for an antiperspirant that has a higher level of active ingredients. That is an option as well, and that may work for you as well. Another thing that we can do, because we lose so much fluid sometimes with the hot flashes and the night sweats, it is great to stay hydrated, right? So you really just want to stay hydrated to offset that fluid loss, and it just overall helps with hygiene and body odor. Also, staying hydrated just will allow you to urinate more. By urinating more, we just flush things out of our system. We flush our urinary tract, and urinating to where our urine is clear or very pale yellow, that's what we want. If you don't have that, then you're not drinking enough. Okay, guys, and this one is difficult for me because I love spicy foods. I love garlic, I love onions, and I love all those things. But it is a reality that spicy foods and garlic and onions can cause you to have more body odor, right? Those are very strong, foods, and it comes out through your pores very often. And so that mixed with the sweat, mixed with the bacteria and everything that's going on, it just helps to create the perfect environment for body odor, right? So I try to manage this. I mean, I like spicy foods. I have not cut those things out of my diet. So I'm just always very conscious of what I'm eating and aware of the impact that it can have on my body odor. Also, guys, we can try to manage hot flashes and night sweats by limiting caffeine, limiting alcohol. If you smoke, stop smoking. Caffeine makes you sweat more. Alcohol can make you sweat more, and it can dehydrate you. This is the recipe for more body odor. So I know we have a lot of people who love coffee. Try switching to tea, maybe like an herbal tea, not even a caffeinated tea, like an herbal tea, and it will help to sort of help manage some of the hot flashes that ultimately lead to body odor. So that's important as well. This is probably one that goes without saying, but we have to try to reduce our stress. Stress and anxiety can cause us to sweat and to perspire more. So we really want to focus on self-care. We want to focus on deep breathing, meditation, relaxation techniques, yoga, and things like that. All types of self-care activities that just bring down your stress, that help you to relax more, will help you to sweat less. And these are all, just a part of a formula for the things that we need to do to manage this very uncomfortable symptom. I have found that getting more sleep and being more rested just makes me calmer. It enhances my mood. Exercise is wonderful. I told you guys about when I was doing my walking challenge, when I walk a lot, the benefits and the stress reduction and the other benefits of exercise just really help, guys. And another thing is to wear loose and breathable fabrics, right? You don't want anything tight on your skin. Most of the glands that are responsible for sweat that produces body odor are up under your arms and in your groin area, guys. So you want to wear loose clothing. You don't want your areas all tight. It's going to cause bacteria. It's going to cause just those areas to not get a lot of air and to not be able to breathe. And so you definitely want to focus on loose fitting clothing. You want to focus on fabrics like cotton, wool, and silk. These are better than like polyester. And guys, this one, it may be sensitive to some people, but I have to put it out there. Being overweight can contribute to body odor. You know, being overweight, it causes us to sweat more. You know, if we're doing just activities of daily living, if you're overweight, you have to work harder, which is going to cause you to sweat more. If, you know, being overweight and our thighs are touching and things are rubbing together or whatever, causes friction, and it can cause, you know, just more bacteria, and it causes more sweat as well. And I'm speaking to myself. You know, I am clinically considered overweight, right? I am 5'10.5", and right now I weigh 190 pounds. Yes, I do have a lot of muscle because I was an athlete all my life, but when you look at the BMI chart, I am considered to be overweight. So this is you know, one of the reasons as well, just in terms of my overall health goals, that I am on a weight loss journey. I want to lose 50 pounds. I know I have to be transparent with myself, and I know the impact that being overweight is having on my overall health, is having on my perimenopause journey, is having on my A1C and all these things. So guys, you know, we have to talk about it. You know, we have to do things like exercising and whatever strategies we can put in place just to lose weight, because if we are not overweight, we're overall healthier, and it certainly will help with some of the symptoms of perimenopause in terms of managing body odor. We are going through so much, and it just all feels brand new. I swear I used to think that the women in my family who went before me, they were a different type of women. Like, they were stronger than me. Like, I felt not as strong as those women. But I think what it was is that they probably didn't make the connection between a lot of these symptoms and perimenopause and menopause. And a lot of times what we've done is we've suffered in silence, right? Because no one is talking about it. And guys, I don't want that for us. I don't want that for me. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for my kids. And we have a lot of conversations about perimenopause and menopause. But guys, I feel like if we're going to talk about it, then let's talk about it. Let's be transparent, and let's talk about all the things that we can do to limit, you know, the sweat and to deter bacteria. That's where we want to be, to make sure that we are fresh and clean, smelling sweet and sexy, and just smelling like the beautiful women that we are all day long. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Have a happy, safe, and a healthy week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.